You want to know about new releases but you don't want to do the research? Don't worry, me and Trend Mood have got you, honey. Let's begin. Hello, welcome back. Today we're going to look at some new releases that have been released over the last week. So we're looking at Trend Mood on Instagram, which is basically a page that shows what's going to be released and what's coming out as soon as it is spoke about, as soon as it is talked about. You can't find a page that's more up to date on new brands and new releases and things like that. Trend Mood is your go-to for things like that. If you can hear some noise in the background, I'm really sorry about that. There's nothing I can do. It's builders outside that just don't know how to shut up. They don't know how to be quiet. I actually find it really inconsiderate because I'm in here trying to film a video, not that I'm entitled or anything, but I'm in my own house trying to film a video and all I can hear is just constant noise, constant shouting, constant swearing. I'm just trying to film a video, okay? Not only that as well, like when they were here last week, because they're putting scaffolding up on the other side of the road on somebody's house, when they were here last week doing that, they just put like a can of Coke on my windowsill and just like left it there. They didn't bother to put it in the bin or take it with them when they left, so that already has set a bad tone for me. Okay, I'm not about it. I'm not. Keep yourself and your things around you and just try and keep the noise to a minimum. That's all I'm asking, okay? It's not hard. So the first product that we're going to look at is the Glow Recipe Glass Balm in the new shade Fig Bingsu. This to me looks really nice. I don't believe it looks like a balm. It looks more like a lacquer, but a really lightweight one. It's very pigmented is what I'm trying to say. It does look like it'll do an amazing job at hiding all the fine lines. Obviously, you can't get rid of that unless you've had some kind of lip injection like filler. But you do get those products that just kind of fill in all the lines. I believe this is definitely going to be one of them. I absolutely love figs. I think they taste beautiful. I think the first time I tried when I was about 16, and all the time before that I thought I'm not going to touch it because it looks disgusting. Why would I want to eat something like that? But I was wrong, it's really sweet, really nice. So, the new shade of the Glass Balm Lip Treatment delivers a sheer, juicy tint with a high shine finish, hyaluronic microspheres, flood lips with moisture, smooth lines and lock in hydration for a glass-like glow. Okay, so that clears it up. That is gonna hide all your fine lines, which is a dream in a gloss balm for me. I absolutely love that, especially at this time of year when my lips are dry anyway, and this year specifically because I haven't had my lips done in about 2 years I think, so the lines in my lips are a lot more prominent than they would normally be. I feel like I will actually try this year. I haven't tried anything from Glow Recipe before. They sell one in Home Bargains in the UK that's like a dupe, you know, a more affordable alternative for the Glow Recipe watermelon serum. I do feel like they are getting a bit braver when it comes to duping other brands. Just look at the similarities here. It is clearly a copy of the Glow Recipe one. I feel like when a brand is gonna create a more affordable version of something that's more luxurious, don't copy the design because a lot of hard work has been put into that, and I feel like that's the main, in my opinion anyway, my experience, that is like one of the main reasons we buy products, because of the packaging. Like with ingredients there's only so much you can do because obviously, you know, you can't change ingredients unless you're a scientist and you're making up your own kind of things, but the packaging is your identity, your brand's identity, and I feel like if you're gonna recreate a more affordable version of that product, also change the packaging a little bit more than they have here, okay? So when we scroll along to the 5th photo here, they've got like 7 different shades. I believe 6 of these are already been released. They've all got like Bingsu in the name, so I'm going to leave that bit out because I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. But they've got Ice, which is clear, Watermelon, which is a sheer soft pink, Strawberry, which is a sheer pinky red, Blackberry, which is a sheer berry, Dragon Fruit, which is a sheer bright pink, that looks gorgeous, Coconut, which is a sheer cool brown, and Fig, which we're looking at now, which is a sheer mauve nude. It retails for $22, which is roughly the same in the UK. It's about £22. I feel like it's quite a high price point for a gloss balm. With that being said, though, they are a more luxurious brand, which means that they are going to have a higher price point, but more importantly, they're going to be using all the best ingredients. I would like to think they are anyway. So is it really expensive, or is it just me? You decide. I mean, you can decide for yourself whether it's something you would be happy to spend on a gloss balm, but for me personally, I just think there's loads. You know, the Colourpop one, for example, their lychee jelly, which is just a clear oil, lip oil, that's $10, I think. And that is 10 out of 10 as far as I'm concerned. Like, that does everything. It hydrates, smooths lines, it doesn't feel sticky or tacky or heavy. It is beautiful. Taking that price point into consideration, I think $22 is a little bit cheeky. But that's just my opinion. What's yours? Let me know. Next on our list is Colourpop. I'm going to try not to be biased. I love Colourpop, so I feel like no matter what they release, I'm going to love it. Unless it's their collaboration palettes. I don't know what the issue is, but every time someone had mentioned that when they release collaboration palettes like Shrek or Bratz, the eyeshadows are never the same as their normal palettes when they don't do collaborations, and I 100% agree. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know if I was just getting like bad palettes. It's almost like the palettes that they do in collaboration with other people or, you know, brands, the shadows are chalky. It's really weird. They're not that usual buttery texture an application that you expect to get from Colourpop. It's more patchy and chalky and just minimal application on your eyelid, but like loads of fallout. Why am I getting more of the eyeshadow under my eye than on my eye? Yeah, I think it will be pretty easy not to be biased actually, with that being said. So let's have a look at these.
Baby, can we make it real? Show me how you really feel. Baby, can we make it real? Show me how you really feel. Bright lights, but I'm looking at you. Alright, come on, pull out your moves. Hey, this time show me out of the blue. And I wonder if you're ever gonna try it. A little shy, but I know you can.
Oh my god, I think they're shimmery. Okay. Oh my god, I think they're shimmery. Why have they never thought to do this before? Oh my, let's carry on because I'm getting ahead of myself.
Ooh, violins when I like it. Got your lips on mine and I'm flying.
Oh honey. It's crazy because it's such a little thing, you know, having shimmer in gloss. But why have they never thought of that before? That is amazing. I love some shimmer. Their lip products, as it is right now, are fantastic. So to add some shimmer and some sparkle in the sparkly festive season, they know what they're doing. They know how to sell products. They know what we want. So these feature the same formula you know and love. Now, I'm just going to stop right here before I carry on with this. In my last video, when we were talking about Michaela, do you remember her saying, the products we know and love? These are the products we know and love. Colourpop are the products we know and love. POV Beauty has not been around long enough. The products had not even been released. And she isn't established enough for people to know and love her products. Colourpop, on the other hand, can say something like this because we all love them. And if you don't, then... Infused with peptides to soften and nourish lips, hyaluronic acid to deeply hydrate, plus dimensional shimmer. Drenches lips with a glossy pearl finish and a touch of sheer colour. These are $10 each, not 22. Over the two, every time I'd go for Colourpop. Glow Recipe. No, I'm joking. I do, you know, we're all entitled to his own opinions, aren't we? So let's leave it there. Peach mochi, I don't know what that word is. I think I might be dyslexic, I'm not actually sure. But if I am, sheer peach with gold and pink sparkle and peach flavour. Vanilla matcha, sheer gold with gold and silver sparkle and vanilla matcha flavour. Buttery pancakes, which is a sheer nude with gold, pink and silver sparkle and pancake flavour. Oh! My fat little ass loves me some pancakes. Oh, pancakes. Raspberry creme, which is sheer pink with pink and silver sparkle and raspberry vanilla flavour. Chocolate cherry, which is a sheer black cherry with silver and gold sparkle and chocolate cherry flavour. Oh my god! If you don't know, well, you won't know because I don't really, you know, broadcast it everywhere. I love Black Forest Gatto. I absolutely love Black Forest Gatto. And actually, specifically, my eldest sister is insane at baking Black Forest Gatto cakes. She's unreal. You can bring me any Black Forest Gatto in the world, it will not beat it. I am passionate about my sister's Black Forest Gatto, okay? She better be making me one for my birthday next year, because if she doesn't, I'm going to beef. Then we've got whipped cream, which is a sheer opal with silver and pink sparkle and cream flavour. That sounds really boring to me. I would stay away from that one, mainly because as well, it is just a standard clear shimmer gloss. We've got loads of them. But the coloured ones, in fact, we don't have loads of them because it's got a shimmer in, so yes, give me them all. Give me them all. I am actually due to be sent some products out from Colourpop. They were actually supposed to be sending me something around my birthday time, but we'll let that slide because, you know, it was 5 months ago or something and they haven't, so, you know. But I am grateful because they send me stuff all the time, so we're going to let that slide. But they emailed me last week sometime saying that they're going to send me, I think 3 of these flavours out. So that is very exciting. I'm very, very, very intrigued to see what flavours they want to send me. And one of them better be Black Forest Gatto, okay, because if it isn't, I'm going to be sending that shit back. I'm just kidding, please don't come for me. I'm not ungrateful, I love them. Next, we've got Bath and Body Works. I don't believe do we have that over here? I don't think that's an England thing. Is that a UK thing? Do we have that here? I don't believe we do. Are you seeing this? Holiday pickle ornament and grandma's fruitcake. Fragrance mists for the body and hair. Holiday pickle ornament is crisp cucumbers, brined botanicals, salt water. Grandma's fruitcake is golden fruitcake, warm rum and candied fruit. The packaging and the idea of it being a, you know, body and hair mist is, you know, grabbing my attention. But crisp cucumbers, brined botanicals and salt water. So basically what you're saying is you've just taken a jar of gherkins, pickles, stuck the brine and the juice into a fine mist fragrance bottle and that's what you're selling. Crisp cucumbers I can understand, but brined botanicals and salt water. Am I missing something here? Is this what the people want? Is this what you want? Who asked for this? Brined botanicals? Am I tripping? Brined botanical. Brine in a spray bottle. I am a massive lover of pickles, but in no lifetime, in no, you know, alternate dimension will I be bathing myself in a spray that consists of brined botanicals and salt water. You might as well just go lay in the sea. Just eat your pickles. You want to go out on Christmas smelling like a pickle? Bath and Body Works got you. This next one is from Charlotte Tilbury. Now this interests me because I've never been interested in Charlotte Tilbury, which sounds like a bit of a, you know, a crazy sentence to say, you know, nonsensical, whatever. Here's my issue, okay? I feel like Charlotte Tilbury as a brand isn't that great. You're spending £40+ on a bottle of airbrush filter, whatever it is. It doesn't do anything. It makes you a little glowy, but if your moisturiser is right and your primer, whatever, as long as your skin prep is right, you're gonna have that glow anyway. If you use, for example, the Benefit Glow Primer, that will give you the same look at half the price. So Charlotte Tilbury has not been a brand that I've ever really been interested in. I feel like it's just too high a price point, and the packaging and the products is so basic. Don't know who needs to hear this, but Charlotte Tilbury is not as luxurious and beautiful as you think it is. It's not great. It's just okay. I don't hate it. I don't love it. It's just okay. But I do hate the price point, because why are you selling the most basic products for, you know, half the average person's wage, practically? It makes no sense. Do better. We're in a cost of living crisis worldwide, and you're sat there selling a fucking a filter that does nothing for £40+. Have a word with yourself, Charlotte, because this isn't it. Okay. But I mean, I do love a new concealer, so I probably will try this just to give it a chance. I'm not going to be completely mean over the whole, you know, brand. It says new airbrush flawless blur concealer. Weightless full coverage with a real skin finish, up to 24-hour creaseless wear, water resistant, transfer resistant, sweat proof, humidity proof. These are bold claims, you know, really bold claims. Instantly airbrushes skin tone and texture, dark circles, blemishes, puffiness, pigmentation, redness, pores and shadows. 34 shades. Now, I'm no expert, but I just don't seem to think it's going to do all that. It's not a skincare infused concealer, so how is it going to be getting rid of puffiness, texture, pores? Do you have pores under your eyes? I mean, obviously you have pores under your eyes, but is pores an issue under people's eyes? I don't know. It's not for me. And my pores are massive. I'm half Indian, so I've got really big pores. And dark circles, how can you say it instantly gets rid of dark circles, redness, pigmentation and shadows, things like that? You can't say that, because someone could go buy the shade that is not their skin tone and it's not going to have that result, is it? So that reason alone is going to prove that to be bollocks. Concealers are made to conceal, okay? They're not going to fix things like hyperpigmentation and blemishes and puffiness and redness and, you know, things that could be medical. 34 shades is good though. I feel like I'm quite impressed at the fact that she's got 34 shades. But if you are a high-end brand like Charlotte Tilbury is supposed to be, then 34 is what everyone will expect. So is it great, or is it the bare minimum? How many skin tones are on this planet? 34, is that covering it all? They have only just revealed that concealer is going to be released. By the looks of it, it's going to be next year. So I'm interested to see people's reviews on it, and I'm also interested to see what the price point is going to be, because I feel like with it being Charlotte Tilbury, it's not going to be affordable, is it, for most people? It's like my phone has heard me, because next up we have Maybelline. This is one that is skincare infused. So it says Lifter Plump and Glow Foundation Hyaluronic Acid, which retails for $15.99. 90% skincare formula with niacinamide and hyaluronic acid for plumpy, brighten and glowy skin. Bright and glowy skin, I'm guessing that's supposed to say, while improving your skin's health over time. With buildable coverage from a sheer natural glow to a more full coverage finish, so it's buildable. Long wearing formula, stays put all day, 24 shades. That again is on the lower side of, you know, the amount of shades that they've got. There is only really about 5 shades of deep skin tones, which it's not great. Looking at the shades, they've got almost double of light shades than deep. I don't know, I think, you know, light, medium and deep, they probably do have all the same amount there, but it just seems to be like every single time there's a new release of foundation or any kind of complexion product, they're not catering to every single skin tone, and we're in 2025, we need to be doing that. Not everyone is the same fucking skin tone. Oh, anyway. The Lifter Serum Concealer retails for $13.99. That claims to be bright, full coverage with 2% peptides for brighter under eyes, instantly and over time. Conceals dark circles and blemishes. That's right. That is right. We're not Charlotte Tilbury over here claiming to basically fucking redefine the laws of DNA. They're saying that it conceals it, because that is what a concealer does. It conceals you, and it's not fucking surgery in a bottle. Conceals dark circles and blemishes, leaving you with a radiant complexion, hydrate and brighten the under eye area and reducing the look of dark circles, fine lines. Long wearing formula, 18 shades. Yeah, I feel like concealer will always be better than foundation in terms of shades. Because, let's be honest, you don't need to be bang on with your shade match when it's concealer. With foundation, you kind of do. Otherwise, you know, because you get that slag line. I don't know what you call it. I don't know what you call it anymore. I don't know what the term is, but we used to call it like a slag line when your foundation is loads darker than your actual like skin tone, or just a different, you know, a different shade, and you can see the visible line of where your foundation shade ends and your real skin tone starts. Yeah, I feel like with concealer you can get away with using something that isn't your shade, even by a couple of shade differences, even a few, if that's the look you're going for. So yeah, it probably generally is better, in my opinion. I'm sick of saying in my opinion. I might just stick like a disclaimer at the front of the video just saying, this is all my opinion. I am no professional and I'm not trying to make anyone's life a misery. It's just my opinion. I don't even take myself seriously, so you shouldn't either. I actually just want to talk about the applicator as well of the concealer, because we love a brand. We love a brand that sees another certain brand failing, falling off, whatever, and uses one of the main things people love about their concealer to replicate in their own brand. And that is the angled XL tip for precise application. So if you don't know, I think a lot of people love the concealer from ELF Cosmetics because of how thick and big the applicator for the concealer is, which just basically means they can get more products out. And it for some reason, I don't know what it is, but it feels better. It feels better to apply, it feels better to get out of the tube, and that is one thing I really missed about ELF, because I don't use them anymore. I think we know why, but we don't talk about ELF, we don't fuck with ELF. So now Maybelline have brought this out with an XL applicator. ELF be gone, we don't need you. We literally don't need you anymore, honey. We don't need you. We don't want you, more importantly, but we don't need you as well now. I'm definitely going to try this. I'm definitely 100% running it to buy right now, because what the hell? What the hell? That looks amazing. And by the looks of this photo, like, look how hydrating the concealer itself looks as well. That is exactly what real concealer application looks like. That looks perfect. You can obviously tell you've got makeup on, because that is what, you know, makeup is an extra layer you are adding to your skin. It's not part of you. And I love the way Maybelline just are so honest when they're releasing the photos for new products. None of the photos are overly retouched. And to be honest, I think that photo speaks for itself on how amazing the concealer looks. Personally, that is everything I look for in a concealer right here, so I can't wait to try that. Okay, this next one is one that I have in my basket already. I know I'm really late to the party here. Sorry, I don't have this one that I'm about to show in my basket, but I do have the original version because I'm really late to the party, like I just said, and I haven't tried it yet, but I've seen everybody absolutely rave about it. And one of my favourite people to watch on YouTube, Robert Welsh, he loves it. And it was only after watching one of his videos that I thought I need to buy it, because if Robert recommends it, it's definitely something that's worth recommending, something that's worth trying, in my opinion. So this is the One Size Until Dawn Waterproof Glitter Setting Spray in Brown Sugar. It says glitter setting spray that lights up skin and hair. And hair? Oh. This is a necessity for me this Christmas, because what the hell? Every year on Christmas, I have to have something that's glittery. I do not feel Christmassy in any way if I haven't got something on that is glittery, whether that's a little bit of glitter eyeshadow or, you know, like a glitter shimmer oil or hair glitter. So I am really excited about this. Skin and hair, I didn't realise it was for your hair as well. That's amazing. I don't know if the original one is for your hair too, but this one is. Amazing. So glitter setting spray that lights up skin and hair with a transfer proof bronze sheen for the face, body and hair. This light catching waterproof setting spray stays put all day without smudging. That is really exciting. Without budging. And I know it ain't budging because, like I've said, Robert Welsh has recommended it and he would not recommend something that is shit. So I know it's doing something like that. Very exciting. Infused with green tea extract and witch hazel to absorb oil and visibly tighten pores. My skin absolutely loves witch hazel, so that sounds like a dream. Shake well between each spray for a flawless 16-hour sparkle. 16 hours of pure sparkle. 16 hours of fairy princess vibes. That is what I'm getting from that. 16 fucking hours of fairy princess, goddess, glittery, beautiful. I'm really excited. I'm really excited. So that will be available December 7th online at Sephora. I hope that means the UK Sephora too, because if not, I'm going to throw a hissy fit. I am going to have the biggest BF. So you better make sure Sephora UK that you have it in stock on the 7th of December, because if you don't, I'm going to start a riot. I'm going to start a riot. Like, just look at the before and after. And the after says 100% unretouched glitter. Like, just look at that. Are you seeing this? Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Because, oh, wow. Just wow. It does not matter what age I get to, I will always be so excited over glitter. Especially a glitter that isn't borderline impossible to remove. One Size. Look at the hair! Oh my god! Look at the hair! I need it now. I need it now. I don't think I can actually wait till the 7th of December. I need both. I need the original and I need this one too. I need them. There's no other way to say it. I need them. If I don't have them, I might die. Like, it is that bad. It really is that serious. And it's waterproof. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you taking the piss? This first of its kind icon locks in makeup with a veil of stunning transfer proof sparkle. Imagine being that girl, that boy, whatever, walking into your Christmas party covered in glitter. Someone hugs you, no glitter to be seen on them. No glitter. But you yourself are a fucking goddess. You yourself are a glowing, glittery, glitter personified. And it's not transferring onto other people. You're not having them bits that are coming off, like pissing people off because you're getting bits of glitter all over the party food. Oh my god. What a dream. What a fucking dream. Ugh. This next one, I hope I'm not pronouncing wrong. I think it's Ouai. O-U-A-I. This is also a hair and body mist, just like Bath and Body Works, except these scents are more my style. So they come in 2 scents. The first one is Santorini, which is a fresh, refreshing as a dip in the Aegean Sea. My goodness, I've never even heard of that. Keynotes are peach, orange, honeysuckle and amber. And the second one is called Ibiza, which is warm and spicy. Smells like dinners at midnight and dance in the night. I feel like they could have definitely come up with a better way to describe that. It doesn't really do anything. It's not drawing my attention from that alone. But the keynotes are cocoa, tonka bean, vanilla and rum. Me love me some rum. Send me the rum. These will be available at Sephora online from December the 9th. I hope again that means for the UK too, because I definitely want to try that second one despite it having a very uninspired description. But we're not looking at the description, we're looking at the keynotes, and I'm all about the rum. I hardly ever drink, but I love rum at this time of year especially. All about it. They are $28 for 3.3 ounces, which works out to be about 98 millilitres. So actually I think that is quite a good price. They are one of the more luxurious brands, so I think $28 for just under 100 millilitres is actually really good. Like, we're not going to get into perfumes, but you and me both know how much we spend on perfume. So even though it is a body mist and a hair mist, it's still a scent, and it is still definitely a price I would be willing to pay for that amount. So well done Way, because you are taking the cost of living crisis seriously, aren't you? I see ya. This next one is again from a brand that I haven't yet tried. It is the Glam Light Bratz collab. Immediately looking at this, it kind of reminds me of the Colourpop Bratz collaboration that they did, but this kind of looks a little bit more interesting. I feel like there's many more products in this collab than Colourpop did. So they have a Bratz eyeshadow palette, which retails for $35, a blush palette for $30, Pucker Up Lip Plumper $15, lip kits at $24 each. Oh. Okay, so I think it's quite similar to the Colourpop one, then I'm pretty sure that's like the same kind of products that we received with that. You can get the PR Box full collection for $184 and the full collection for $176, and that is kind of the same price as the Colourpop one. The shades look amazing, they look very different to the Colourpop ones. There's a lot more shimmers. I think in the Colourpop Bratz collection there were only about 3 shimmers in their palette. And in this one there seems to be about 10, which is fantastic. Half of the palette is shimmers. And then the blush palette here, 6 shades. Again, that's incredible, because for Colourpop I don't even think they released any blushes with their collection. Those shades just scream Bratz to me. I was a Bratz kid. I was not a Barbie girl. I was a Bratz girl. It's interesting actually, because I feel like as we've got older, the people that, you know, I've grown up with, the ones that liked Bratz are the ones that have a little bit more attitude. And it makes me wonder, like, is that because we were so obsessed with Bratz over Barbie? Are we a little more rebellious? Like, don't get me wrong, I used to love playing with Barbies as well. I used to have a big Barbie house and all the Barbie dolls. It does make me wonder how much influence the things that you watch when you're younger have on you, especially as you get older and, you know, you're finding yourself more and your personality is coming out more. But I'm not going to talk about personalities because I've got a disorder. So I know shit. The Pucker Up Lip Plumper looks standard. Just, you know, I feel like that might be just a little added thing they've put into the collection. These lip kits. I've just scrolled across to the next photo and wow. Sorry, the Lip Plumper looks basic. But next on these lip kit photos. Look how gorgeous they are. Perfect for all skin tones, light, medium and deep. There's 4 different lip kits. Sasha, Yasmin, Chloe and Jade, of course. Ooh. I am loving the Jade lip kit. I feel like that is definitely a bit of me. But then the Chloe one is stunning as well. But I don't really... Yeah, I feel like the Jade one's a little bit warmer, more orangey, whereas Chloe's a bit more pink. Sasha is very cool, and Yasmin is very purpley. Ooh, these are very, very pretty. Okay, so I actually do feel like I want to try this collection too. But the problem for me is I have loads of makeup and I don't use it all, and I don't want to be over consuming and kind of just wasting money for the sake of it. I know it's not a waste because it's makeup and it's beautiful, and this collection has obviously had a lot of thought put into it and time and effort, but I just feel like, is it really, am I going to use it all the time, or is it just something I kind of want to try? It has made me wonder what the rest of the Glamlight like products are like, so I am going to have a look and see if there's anything that I can't live without, because the shimmers in that palette then, they're speaking to my soul right now. I feel at peace. Okay, this next one's a bit weird because we're literally just talking about how the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter does basically literally nothing. And 2 days ago on Trend Mood, this has been uploaded. It is from Revlon. It is the Photo Ready Lift and Fill Skin Tint. Tell me why. This looks exactly like the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. Like, the effect it's got, the finish it has, is exactly what the Flawless Filter would give you, but at like a quarter of the price practically. So it says dewy skin tint with sheer buildable coverage, lightweight and hydrating, evens skin tone, blurs the look of pores and imperfections, and visibly brightens your complexion. Reduces the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles, and facial contours look more defined in just 4 weeks. I'm wondering how that happens, because as far as I can see and read, it's got no skincare properties in it, so I don't know how it's gonna alter, you know, the appearance of contours in 4 weeks. But here we are. It comes in 8 shades. It is $14.49. Do we even need to say anything about this, because that is exceptional, okay? The price point, the way it makes your skin look, that is 100%. I will be buying this over the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. I can assure you, I've got to the point now where I've just accepted the fact that I used to just buy the more luxurious brands just to make myself feel better. It's not because I thought they were better. There are so many affordable brands that are way better than the more higher end luxurious ones, okay? You're paying for the name most of the time. That is it, okay? My sister used to work in a certain food shop, and when they have like, you know, so Asda for example have their everyday basics, or is it Sainsbury's? Sainsbury's or Asda, you know, like they'll have their cheaper alternatives to the branded things. They'll have it in their own packaging, it'll be cheaper. It is the exact same product, it comes from the same factory, but they package it in their own packaging rather than the branded one. So like beans, if you're getting a tin of beans and you've got Heinz, or you went for like Asda's own, it is the same product inside, but the reason that they can sell it cheaper is because they haven't got the Heinz label packaging on. And that to me is wild. Why are we charging people for the way something looks on the outside? Are you eating the tin or are you eating the beans? And I think makeup is pretty much the same thing. It's the same with fashion. You're paying for something that says Nike or Louis Vuitton. You're not paying for the actual item itself, because if you were, it'd be like 1% of the price. So back to the Revlon Photo Ready Lift and Fill Skin Tint. They've got 8 shades. 8 shades I'm not sure is great for that at all, unless it really is like the Flawless Filter where it's only intended for underneath makeup or to give you that glow over your makeup. But it says skin tint, and to me that is a foundation still, so it's a bit shit to say that they've only got 8 shades. But it says with sheer buildable coverage, so I'm just a bit confused with the amount of shades here, because if it's supposed to be a skin tint, which is a foundation more or less, you know, it's still covering something. It's still giving you that canvas, you know, even skin tone out and things like that. So why is there not more shades of it? Because 8 shades across light, medium and deep skin tones is ridiculous. Looking at the shades, it says things like medium with neutral warm undertones, medium deep with cool undertones, light medium with warm undertones. So it's giving you all the undertones. So that to me The way the word in this, it's like it is a foundation, so why only 8 shades? I want to know more information about that before I comment further. So I'm gonna try this too. It's available now, so I am gonna have a look for this and then do a video about it. I might actually try buy a few of these and then do another like updated video. So the last collection new release that we're going to look at is from Kaleidoscope. Sorry, not Kaleidoscope, it's Kaleidos. I've seen this as a brand for years and I don't know how to pronounce it still. I'm really ashamed of myself, but here we are. It's the new Moon Arcade collection. It's a limited edition collection designed to look and feel like a real arcade machine. Inside you'll find the entire Moon Arcade collection, Epiphany Glow Melt-On Eyeliners, which is a waterproof gel eyeliner formula with vibrant one-swipe payoff and metallic dimension. These are $12.80 or $72 for the full set. The Sculpting Lip Pencils, which are a soft matte formula that delivers precise sculpting and defining power with high impact colour, they're $12 each. Glass Load Lip Melt Refills, which are $11.20. They are a Cyber Glow lip formula that fuses the hydration of a balm with the high shine of a gloss. I am all about lip products. Anything glossy for the lips, give me it all. Glass Load Lip Melt Capsules. Each capsule is a sleek vessel built to hold your lip melt refills, transforming them into collectible accessories. That is so cute. Wow, I feel like more brands need to do things like that because we're all, you know, everyone who's involved in the beauty industry is obsessed with makeup and we want to keep them. We want things that are going to be little keepsakes, you know, like Benefit Cosmetics, around Christmas they do holiday sets. And I just actually did a video last week about the 2025 holiday sets from Benefit, and they are a really good example of turning makeup into something that you can keep, and P. Louise are as well. The packaging for both them brands is just exceptional. It's really something you want to keep and have on display. For example, the holiday sets that I was just talking about, I got like a really cute pink fluffy dice that had a few products in, and that is gonna go everywhere with me. It is my whole personality until next year. Then we've got some face gems, which are $6.40, from Neon Bursts to Metallic Edge to Lunar Shimmer Gems. And you can buy the Moon Arcade full set for $438. Are you joking me? Oh no. Oh no. I'm sorry, I have to draw the line there. $438 for a fucking collection. One collection, one set, one collection, one makeup collection, $438. What? Oh, what do you mean $438? Huh? Actually making me want to cry. 438 goddamn dollars. I know there will be people that can afford and will afford to buy that, but that ain't me. Even if it was something that I could justify right before Christmas, I am not willing to spend $438 on one makeup collection. How do you know you're going to use everything or like everything that's in that collection? Unless you know the products and you know the brand, fair enough, you do what you're doing. But for someone who doesn't know the brand, is new to it, has just seen this on Trend Mood, $438 damn dollars. Baby! I'm going to need Jesus to return and take the wheel because that is not okay. That is not okay. $438 for one collection. Kim, people are dying and you want to spend $438 on one collection? I mean, for people who, you know, love beauty, I don't know, it's a tricky one because I'm only saying this because I just would not spend that amount on one collection. Even if it were like Colourpop or P. Louise, which obviously, you know, I just love both of them brands. Even if it were them, I wouldn't spend that amount. I don't know if it's because I've got a child as well and I'm a parent, and you know, being a parent is expensive as it is, but $438. Where are you getting your prices from? Moving on. No one said you have to buy the full collection, so we are going to look at them separately. See, these metallic eyeliners, although they are waterproof, or supposedly anyway, I know they're not supposed to be super sparkly because they are metallic and not, you know, glittery, but I don't feel like they're not wowing me. I would definitely give this collection a miss. I don't feel like this collection is for me. The fact that the whole collection comes in this cool little arcade machine is really amazing. I do like that idea. I think that is really cool, but not cool enough for me to spend $438 on. The Glass Load lip melts look really nice. I'm drawn to Pixel Storm, Prismelt, Cheat Code and Cypher, but the rest, again, I feel are just very... There's a lot like them. Stranger is very interesting though. I've never seen a grey gloss, so that is definitely new, and I feel like for all the editorial girlies, they will love that. But yeah, I'm just really put off by the price of the full collection. I think in comparison to other brands where the full collection would be like, you know, no more than $200, and it's like daylight robbery, that, honey. No, it's not for me. But I don't want you to take this as like me slagging off the brand. It is not me trying to drag this brand. It's not grabbing my attention, that's all. So yeah, that is this week's new releases. Thank you always to Trend Mood on Instagram, because she is amazing when it comes to keeping up to date with the new releases and things that are going to be released in, you know, the coming months. I will leave a link to that Instagram page in the description in case you want to have a look at it. It is really helpful if you're wanting to keep up to date with new releases but you just mentally not quite there and on it as much as everyone else is. But yeah, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. Take it easy if you can. It is getting to that time of year where everyone just feels like rubbish. I have felt like shit for the past week. So I'm going to try and just eat healthily and get some oxygen, not have the heating on too much because that is making me colder, I've noticed. I feel like if I have my heating on too much, when I walk outside it feels like -50 instead of -10. So we're just gonna try and adjust our body temperature this week and hope for the best, because I might die this winter. Hopefully not, because I want to keep doing tutorials and making these kind of videos, so we will hope and pray. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe if this channel is your vibe. Love you. Bye. Mwah.